Welcome to Ties. Assalamu alaikum everyone. May Allah's peace, mercy, blessings be on you. Let's start with the advice. First of all, I would love to congratulate all of you because of the month of Ramadan. May Allah Almighty accept our prayers. May Allah Almighty accept our supplications and fast and all the good deeds and actions that we are doing and we will do in this blessed month of Ramadan. And since it's the first day of Ramadan, the advice is something valuable for me and yourself. Let's understand what is Ramadan, how significant the month of Ramadan is in the period of time and this year. From the other side, it's very important for us to know the benefit that we will get in Ramadan in this blessed month. So let's start with the saying of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He said in one of the authentic narration that إذا جاء رمضان فتحت أبواب الجنة وغلقت أبواب النار وصفدت الشياطين. When Ramadan comes, the doors of the heavens opens and the door of the hellfire closes, and Allah Almighty will chain all the devils. So this is the first blessings that we are all getting, that is starting from this month, the first day of this month, Allah Almighty opening all the doors of the heavens and closing all the doors of the hellfire. And not only that, وَصُفِّدَتْ الشَّيَاطِينَ, and the devils are chained. So it's an opportunity for all of us to do good deeds, get closer to Allah Almighty, and increase your chances and ways and options to get into the paradise. As Allah Almighty said about the paradise, عَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضِ, that the length, the width of the paradise is more than the heavens and the earth, or more than the skies and the earth. So imagine, now this is the beginning of the month of Ramadan. What will happen in Ramadan? Of course, we know that we fast in Ramadan. We don't eat and drink from the dawn until the sunset. During this time that we are not eating and drinking, why? Because we are worshipping Allah Almighty. As Allah Almighty said in the second chapter, كُتِبَ عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. The fasting is prescribed upon you as it was prescribed upon the people before you, means Jews and Christians. They are all fasting. Even if you go back to other scriptures, you will find that the people of other faith, they have the fasting, the ruling of fasting in their books. So Allah Almighty is saying that this was prescribed also on the previous nations. What is the benefit of fasting? What we will get if we fast? Allah Almighty said, and the end of this verse, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So you may attain piety. You will gain piety if you fast for the sake of Allah for the whole month. So this is the main reason that we fast. First of all, we fulfill the commandment of Allah Almighty. The second, if we fulfill the commandment of Allah Almighty, what will happen? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. You will gain piety. So again, now we know that beginning of the month, what will happen? Allah will open the doors of the heaven, Allah will close all the doors of the hellfire, and Allah Almighty chained all the devils. From the other side, Allah Almighty saying that if you fast this month, and this month is obligatory upon every single Muslim to fast, if you fast, you will attain piety. And this piety is in your heart, that you will put that shield between you and the punishment on the Day of Judgment. You will pull this taqwa, that shield between you and the hellfire. You will put that shield that you will not commit any other sin, and you will train yourself to gain the piety. So this is just the beginning of Ramadan, and there's more and more coming. But the time is up, and we have to continue in the next episode with more and more benefits and reward of Ramadan. So, just a quick recap. Allah Almighty bless us with Ramadan. We fast in Ramadan. Allah has commanded us to fast in Ramadan. If we fast Ramadan the whole month, we will gain piety. This piety is in your heart. That is your relation with Allah Almighty. And beginning of the month, what will happen? 3 things, which is very important. Allah Almighty will open all the doors of the heaven. Allah Almighty will close all the doors of the hellfire. And Allah Almighty chain the devils. So there is no chances for you to commit sins or major sins, because there is no any more devil to whisper to you. But yet, there are more other things to be said in the next episode. By then, take care of yourself. We will shift to another segment. So stay with us, inshallah.